Hello everyone and happy Friday. Before we share my analysis from these last few days, please remember that neither I nor the SIMETRI team from Crypto Briefing are licensed financial advisors. What we provide is not a personalized investment advice. It is merely our opinions based on our various research and diligence. As always, do your own research before making any decisions about buying or selling crypto.
Okay, so have a look at the key technicals for the market at the moment. So 42,000 is a level that the market couldn't really get under this week. So if we do start to move underneath that area with some momentum, then expect the 40,000 level to follow not too far away. The monthly pivot point, it makes a lot of sense that we could test that level. Well, I'm hoping we won't get that deep. So 38.5 is an area to watch. The weekly pivot point, we're just starting to test there now, so things are getting interesting. And to the upside, a big upside targets in the very short term of 48 and 51, but that doesn't look like the case. And I'm quite happy about that, to be honest. And again, daily price closes below 38.5 for a number of days, then I will start to be worried that we're going to go for the full 30,000 retrace, but that seems unlikely at the moment without some very bearish headlines in the market. So let's get to Bitcoin on the charts. And earlier, we looked at the crypto total market cap chart, and it's again, we've got the longer term view here, and it's very much the same case, although we tested a lot closer to the summer low. So it's very bullish, the fact that we've bounced from there. And again, I would say I'm going to give you a long-term strategic view here, in that if the market, if we look at the psychology of the traders and if we have a look at what the market's just done, it's made a new high and it's pretty much crashed without testing it. So for me, the most logical thing that the market is going to do after testing the low there, hasn't been able to break, it's rebounded, then it's very likely that at some point it's going to try to test as high as possible to the all-time high. So that would be from a pure psychological standpoint, what I think is going to be the most likely occurrence, in that the market is going to test as close to that high if it's been so bought so dramatically from the low. So there could be some interesting buying opportunities coming up, and that at the moment, assuming that we're done at 33k, that seems just to me the most obvious setup. And then that of course brings us to the short time scenario, and a move down to the blue line, hopefully dipping a little bit below there, and we're completing the structure of this pattern, which is something that I've been waiting for a while. I thought it might take some time to mature, and obviously this week we're probably seeing a few bulls trying their luck around here, and they're going to get trapped out and squeezed for a while. They might be in for some pain for a few weeks until maybe the Fed meeting, but then hopefully this is going to blow up to the upside, and then we can start to see some more very interesting targets on the chart starting to emerge. So for me, in the short term to the medium term, so just to give you my short-term scenario, I'd probably be expecting a swing trade from around 39.6 to 51,000. So that would be my primary setup if everything comes to pass. I think there's some other major targets on the price chart, and bearing in mind what I said in earlier about that we need to test as close to the high as possible. I don't think we're going to break the high this year without a Bitcoin ETF being approved. It's very, very dangerous for me to say that that's not going to happen at all, because I don't think anybody can see that far ahead, but it's something that I've been thinking about for a while, and I think 55k or 63k could be some possible targets for the future. But for me, I'm very much interested in safety. I'm interested in high probability trades, and for me, 39 to 51k is the most high probability trade, and then we can have a look at 55 and 63 longer down the lines, and let's see what happens if we do swing from 39ish and then get to 51. So overall, hoping for a down move towards not much lower than 39,000. Cannot discount a rally from current levels if we see the 45,000 level broken and a daily price close above that area. A drop below 42,000 could cause a significant decline, as I've just said earlier, and some heavy selling as close to 39 as possible. So the big picture is showing three possible targets, and for me, the final target of 63k, it makes a lot of sense on all different type of levels. So it'll be an interesting year for sure if that was to happen and we were to get rejected up there. I think there's going to be a lot of good trading opportunities coming up ahead. So looking at Ethereum, it's pretty much a similar case because they're tracking themselves. I think there's a lot of people that are trying their luck too early this week, calling alt season and causing for a big rally. So hopefully we can see a new low in the market. And, I've got these fib sequences here, make of it what you will. But maybe, for me, I think 2.7, 2.6 is a great place to try your luck for a move towards 3.5, 3.6 or something like that. And again, you have to look at it from a strategic and a psychological point of view. The market has broken underneath that low. And after doing so, it hasn't been able to break under the summer low, and it's been brought back aggressively. So arguably Ethereum is more bullish than Bitcoin, and maybe it's going to outpace it in gains this year. If the charts are correct, maybe altcoins can feel a bit more pain than Bitcoin. Maybe we're going to get a bit of a deeper retrace, but I highly doubt we're going to break that low that we said at the start of the year. And anywhere 2.5, 2.40, 2.3, it's a great opportunity. And there's obviously a lot of people who are going to be interested in buying Ethereum. I think if that does happen and we get up to 3.5, I think the interesting part is what happens if we get past this red line, because it's a huge pivot for the market. You can see the massive battle that's been going on last year and towards the start of this year. And once it's broken, so if we start to get above there, I think the market can start looking towards 4,000, something like that. A bigger picture, what I'm thinking is going to pretty much mimic Bitcoin, in that if it starts to get past that area, the next area would be something like 4,400. If we don't make a new high, we just test back to that red line again. And then if we collapse underneath that red line, watch out for a big tumble back towards the summer lows and maybe a break of that area. So these are all ideas that are going through my head at the moment. And this is the bigger picture that I'm going to try to trade off if it all transpires over the coming month or so. So overall, Ethereum could be getting ready to correct further. No breach of the summer lows is very bullish, as you can obviously see by the way it's been brought up. In theory, no new major low could cause a test of the all-time high. So I think that's something we all need to bear in mind. And 3,600 remains more likely than 4.9 at the moment, the all-time high, for obvious reasons. So, we're not looking much beyond that, and we'll just take it step by step as it goes.
And thank you. I hope you found my thoughts helpful. If you'd like more, please click the subscribe button for Pro BTC Trader and join me every week on Wednesdays for our live trading war room and daily email updates.